Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk Raptors. I'm your host, Seth Sham. My channel where you get reviews, analysis, predictions, and hot takes on all things Raptors as well as some NBA. It's been a while, but the season finally started. It's been a week and a half, and honestly, it feels like there's no point in making a video for each and every freaking, game because you can't really tell. And so a week, though, you can tell. So from this season on, I will be making weekly videos rather than just a post-game video. And honestly, the Raptors are doing what we kind of expected them to do. So without further ado, let's get into the Raptors. The Raptors they started off well. They won their home season opener. I mean, not the home season, but the season opener. Darko Rajakovic, seemed like he had the team gelling and things of those nature. But since then, the Raptors are 2-5, and that was kind of expected because you expect a team that has a new coach, that has a kind of a new culture with one of their biggest veterans leaving, to try to figure things out. And in figuring things out, they end up losing games, especially games that are close. The Raptors, lost a really close game in overtime to Chicago. We had that at the last possession with a mistake by Scotty Barnes, resulting in going into overtime and then losing in overtime. And then we play Philadelphia twice already, which is a Nick Nurse run team, but they have an MVP with Tyrese Maxey, and we were close on those games for like a half, but then they kind of blew us out afterwards. The Raptors, did well to get a win against the Milwaukee Bucks at their full strength with both Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it seems like their defense is going to be struggling because of doing the trade that they did. But overall, the Raptors are doing what they can do. So let's first of all talk about how their offense is looking up until, a week and a half or so. So the Raptors offense is, I think there's flashes of brilliance in there. It seems like it is now more of a spread offense in the sense of everybody gets about 15 to 20 shots. There's no 30 shots, 35 shots, none of that crap going on anymore. Let me just adjust the camera here. Yeah, sorry about that. There is some, there's focus not just on 3-point shooting, but there's focus on getting to the paint. The struggles on the offensive end seem to be that, the half-court offense tends to get stagnant a little bit too much. But it seems like Dennis Schroeder is really fitting into the role of being a point guard, even though he has the same stupid shit as Fred VanVleet of trying to get to the bucket on big-ass guys and trying to get it on the net rather than pass it out. But overall, it seems like the ball is moving a little bit more. Pascal is not the focal point of the offense anymore. Rather, it is, a combination of what the best open shot is and who has that shot. Scotty Barnes has taken a step. It seems like he takes that step every time he's put in charge of the offense in the sense of running the point. He gets a lot more aggressive. His shots tend to look better and everything like that. So I think moving forward, he should be made a little bit more of the focal point rather than being the guy, basically running the floor only when Dennis Schroeder is not there. Pascal looked good in the first few games, but then, I think he's trying to figure out how to get more efficient. OG Anunoby was out for one of the games. He looks like he's still at the same spot where he was offensively. His handle hasn't improved, at least not up until this point, to display that much. But his shot is there. He's a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end. Gary Trent Jr. seems to be struggling, figuring it out, especially coming off the bench. The only decent game he had was the one where he started. So it seems like he wants that role rather than the bench role, which is not something that's available in the Raptors, at least not right now. Otherwise, I think Darko Rajakovic is doing a decent job on the offensive side of the ball. There's room, of course, room for improvement. I think he's still figuring out the rotations because some games Malachi is playing, some games Jaden McDaniel is playing, this and that. But I think once he settles in there, he's gonna figure it out. It seems like he's a good coach. Grady Dick. Grady Dick is doing pretty decent. He had a really good few games. Coming off of the bench, he's shooting the three really well, especially if he's open, he nails them. So overall, the offense is looking good. Like I said, it seems like it is a team that is in transition and trying to figure out where everybody fits and what everybody's role is and how much everybody's going to get to eat. So offensively, not bad. Same thing with defense. It seems like defensively, the Raptors are, defending everybody with aggression, with energy. It seems like, the rebounding has been really, really good. There has been constant blocking of the shots. The perimeter defense is still a little bit, kind of similar to last year. But again, that's something trying to figure out rotations, this and that are going to, that's going to matter later on as to whether we improve that or not. But defensively, I think that was never a big problem for the Raptors. The Raptors have done well in order to restrict teams to, I think it's 103. We kept Milwaukee under 100. We did a pretty good job on Philadelphia and all of those things. It seems like the Raptors are doing it as a community in defending and covering each other. There's rookie lapses, but overall, not bad. Still a lot of room for improvement. And it seems like Darko Rajakovic is not a defensive coach. He's a more balanced coach but he kind of falls towards the offensive side of the ball. Now, the intangibles. It seems like there's a little bit of more of a pep in the step for the Raptors. It seems like there's more energy. They're loving Darko Rajakovic as their coach. It seems like there's a freshness to the locker room as well as to the team. Everybody's standing on the bench, cheering for each other. There's no head downs. There's no, yelling at each other. There's no, oh, you may this and that. It seems like everybody knows that this is a team that might struggle, but overall they need to have their stuff together in supporting each other to get the results, right? They're gonna have to win as a unit, as a community, rather than stars. And overall, it seems like there's a lot more positive vibes rather than what was happening last year, where it felt like the veterans were not getting along with the youngsters. There was pressure on the youngsters, this and that. No, it seems like everybody's on the same level. The only iffiness I see is kind of like OG wanting more offensive role. But he'll probably get that. I think the Raptors are going to get to the point where they're going to have to make a decision as to who they're going to keep, and from either Pascal or OG Anunoby. And overall, it seems like Scotty Barnes is now taking the next steps in his intangibles, because you see him starting to take charge of the team, get more aggressive, get more vocal when he feels like the team isn't doing well. So that's a good sign to see, especially from a rookie, because it tells you your future is going to be better. And it's not like he's yelling at people this and no, he's trying to pump people up, get everything going. Same with Gary Trent Jr. So that's a good thing to see. Whereas last year it was a lot of head down, going back to the bench, not really saying anything. So it wasn't good to see. There's still a lot of players that haven't been, exposed, in the sense of was it Dwight Powell or something like that? The tiny guy, I forgot his name. And a couple of other guys who are kind of injured and haven't really gotten go. I think overall the week one has been good. It has been consistent with the expectations that when a team has a new coach and a new roles for everybody, there is going to be some transition and you're going to lose games that you shouldn't lose. But as a Raptors fan, at least there is some sort of progress happening with the team. Now let's hope that the organization takes the necessary steps to move us to a better place. The Raptors are entering the in-season tournament. I will be making a video of that next week. I will provide you with details as to how it works. And let's hope we do have some success in that tournament, so at least we get that confidence that this team is not just, you know, a middle to low tier team. Rather, they are capable of doing good in big tournaments. Do I think we're going to win it? No. But do I think we have the capability of going deep in it? Yes. But like I said, it's going to take us a while to figure everything out, especially on the offensive end, because that's going to be a new identity for us given our coach. But overall, I'm liking it. There isn't much negative to talk about, especially after week one. If you're that disappointed after week one, then you're not really a fan of a team to get to a point where they're going to get to win a championship, or either you're not realistic. So overall, well done, Raptors. Let's see what you can do in the coming week. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you enjoyed the content, please hit that like and subscribe button and spread the word about it. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. If there's other things that you want me to talk about in relation to the Raptors. But that's what I have for you guys for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.